Welcome back, everybody. It is windy, it is chilly, typical Oklahoma January weather. Today, we're building the potato tower for when I plant in the spring. So let me get the camera turned down here and we'll explain what's happening. So right next door to my Back to Eden no-till garden is going to be a potato tower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the outline of this small pallet, dig that sod up, move the sod, and then I'm going to take some of these posts from some wood, some scrap lumber I had, pound those into the ground, then we're going to place around it some fencing, which is going to house all of the dirt, compost, straw, and potatoes in the spring. So this is an old camp shovel, and years ago what I did was, this works great for gardening because I sharpened the edge and I cut 45s basically on each corner, and I use this whenever I'm trying to cut some sod. So let me start cutting the sod and I'll be right back. So as you can see, I've cut a grid with that shovel, and I'll just come in with my other shovel and I'm going to remove this sod, and this sod is going to be used elsewhere in the garden. I'll show that next in my next video. And so now what we have here is some soil. After I put the posts in and wrap it with the fencing, that's going to be some nice loose soil covered by leaves and chopped up grass. That's going to be for the root system for the potatoes when I plant them. So let's get the posts in the ground. All right. Like I said, this is just a old hunk of wood we had laying over by the woodshed. You got to be careful because you will catch a splinter really quick. But like I said, being from the old school, old frame of mind, I use up scrap lumber before I buy lumber that I'm going to be pounding into the dirt. Obviously the trellises and stuff are special cases, but this is stuff we had chunks left over when we did a project. They're not all cut the same length. I don't care. That's how I roll. At Okies Eden, we don't break one rule. We break all the rules. And then 2 more. And then I'm going to wrap this with my fencing. I have to go grab some zip ties. If I don't put this glove on, I'm going to be sorry because I'm going to catch a wicked splinter. And there you have it. It's about a 2x3 tower. And now, put my fence, and we're going to take this fence all the way around it and zip tie it. And then we're going to grab some leaves and some soil and get the compost part working. We will be back in about... Okay, so here we go. We're going to take these zip ties, and I'm just going to sturdy this up to the posts using the zip ties. I am not going to cut the fence because it's a nice long piece. Do this. Let me get this on this one. And I plan on reusing this. So I'll talk while I'm doing this. What's going to happen here is at the end of this growing season, so I get into probably July, June, July, this fence, this whole structure after I harvest the potatoes will come down and be reused. And I'll move it one more slot over because what's happening here is this will be the new expansion to my Back to Eden no-till garden, which is under this pallet. So this is all this compost under here is going to turn to soil. This, after I harvest it, will all be turned to soil. I'll move it, and then in the spring, I will plant another potato tower here at the end of the 2027 growing season, so on and so forth. We just keep moving around the yard, enlarging the Back to Eden portion of the garden every single year. Eventually, I want to have about a 10 by 10, 10 by 15, 150 square foot, maybe 200 square foot Back to Eden garden. I think that'd be really cool. And then all I do is I can come out. By then, the compost will be so deep, I'll be able to grow root vegetables in some really healthy, naturally composted soil. And this kind of fits in you got to get into permaculture when you start talking about Back to Eden and no-till gardening, because what you're doing is you're basically, the habitat you're in, you're using pretty much the resources in that habitat. And so I'm not bringing in a bunch of junk and just tossing it in the garden. I'm not using chemicals. I'm not using any commercial fertilizers. This is all done organically, pretty much by hand, other than the tiller there and my little cultivator. This doesn't even need to be structural because the potatoes are going to grow up. This is just kind of to help with the wind because it does get windy here. And so there you have it. Yes, it's not perfectly square or rectangular or whatever. It doesn't have to be. So let me go get some stuff ready and we'll start putting some leaves and some soil from over there. It's going to be actual native soil to this area. I'll toss that on top of the leaves so they don't blow around. And we are back. So I went and got my 5-gallon bucket, and there we go. I'm gonna put those leaves in there. That'll become compost. Okay, everybody, so there you have it. It has leaves, it has soil on top to keep the wind from blowing it around. I'm gonna wet it down later, and then I'll be adding some more stuff to it before planting season. Some more soil, probably some straw, and then when we get ready to plant, I will plant a potato in each corner and then layer it with 3 or 4 inches of soil. And then the other 4 sides, I'll plant 4 more potatoes, cover it, and then that's it. And then as they sprout, I'll put a little more dirt, some more composted dirt, some more leaves, and just let those potatoes grow up, because russets will grow out and up. So we'll see if we can get about 20 pounds of potatoes or so from this tower garden. So I hope you found this instructional. I hope you give this a try. I've done these before with great success. We will see you guys in the next video. You guys all have a great day.